Well, hello and welcome to The Elegant Life. My name is Erin Kurt, and I am a spiritual teacher who assists women all around the world in how to live and manifest a beautiful dream life for themselves, whatever that means for them. And I wanted to come on here today with yet another beautiful soul who has expanded her life. And it's in a different way than maybe you've heard some other of the ladies speak about. This is KATY, and I would love to welcome you on, KATY, to talk about your journey of expansion and how you have gone through the Elegant Art to Feminine Confidence lifestyle program and what it's done for you, what it's meant for you. And my intention is that your story really sparks something within a woman who is maybe on a similar journey to where you were and where you are now.
Oh, absolutely. I think when I signed up, it was not knowing what to expect, but hearing good things about you. So I wasn't worried. But I think at that point, I was just feeling really frustrated in general and adrift. And I wasn't motivated. It's like, I knew I had all these desires and wants and needs, but I couldn't bring it all together to do anything consistently. Everything was for me, like I did it for 2 days and then I stopped. It was just frustrating. So yeah, frustration and a need for some routine was what I was hoping for. But then again, not really knowing what to expect, other than that I really wanted to be a part of a group of women that were like-minded. That was huge for me. Not easy to, in your day-to-day life, to even have conversations with people who aren't actually at where you're at.
That's a really important point.
Yeah. So just generally frustrated with myself. I had gained weight with menopause. I had gained almost 40 to 50 pounds. I was still a little over 40 some pounds. So that was something I was obviously added to my frustration of myself and how I felt about myself, which I didn't realize. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to, sorry to interrupt you there, but I was going to ask, what was that frustration? Because when I'm speaking about, this excess energy on us, which is this excess weight that just doesn't feel like us, can you just describe why was that excess energy so frustrating for you?
I think it's like that part of you that knows better, and that spiritually and mentally knows better for yourself, and not to mention you see other people kind of living a life that you want for yourself, whether it's spiritually, emotionally, financially, physically, romantic, whatever the case may be. And it's like there's always that part of you that knows, well, I can do that, why am I not doing it? So but why am I not doing it? So I know better, but yet maybe I don't. The energy was there, but it was very convoluted and very, I don't know. I couldn't put my finger on it. And it was just, I hate to keep saying that word frustrating, but that's how it felt. It was like a door was there that I couldn't get through constantly. The door would open up a little bit and then,
And so you went through the Elegant Art to Feminine Confidence, and what was the shift?
Having a spiritual undertone throughout the whole thing, which more than an undertone, but that was a big deal for me, because so having the consistency, having the meditations that you did were awesome. I wasn't expecting any of the goddess type scenarios that we went into for ourselves. So that was really eye-opening for me, in a good way. I wasn't expecting, pardon?
The activations,
the activations. Yeah, sorry. Yes, the activations were cool. I really enjoyed those because it reminds you that there's more to you than the surface. There's way more to you than that. Just the fact that meeting with women that were all supportive of each other, because you knew we were all needing something. Obviously we wouldn't be there if we weren't. So it was nice to not feel, you felt comfortable. You always made everyone feel comfortable. I never felt, I obviously was a talker. I never really, I would listen obviously, but I wasn't uncomfortable in talking about what I felt, which that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And I think hearing other people talk made me more comfortable to talk, and you know how that is.
Yes.
That really helped. But the routine and the fact that you actually touched on the feminine as far as our diet and our exercise and movement and skincare, I mean, that came into play obviously as well. Those were things that really, really resonated with me. And obviously I'm getting older, so that stuff to me feels more necessary or whatever you want to call it. And as you know, that I stuck with I still exercise every single day. Like I don't even take a day off.
Can you believe that's you, Katy?
No, I mean, I'm almost 60. So it's just like to be able to do that and feel like, why wasn't I doing this before? But we won't go there because now I am. Anyway, I lost 40 pounds and I still kept it off. So it's still a year. I mean, it's still off.
It's over a year now.
Yeah. So I lost 40 pounds and I feel like I look good in my clothes. I move, everything is easier, obviously. You know, when you lose weight, everything's easier. I can put my socks on standing up without being uncomfortable because of the roll that was there. You know, it's so funny, the silly things that change for you, for me anyway. Everybody, again, everybody's different. But no, so that was huge for me. And I still feel really, obviously very still excited about to be able to say that and to feel like I accomplished that. That was a huge one for me. So 10 years it took me to stick with something. I mean, come on, you know, and I worked in the medical industry. I'm a natural health person and I knew what exercise and diet were. I knew they were important, but my mental state was not there and I wasn't there. I think your program helped me just make the decision. That's it. Just do it. What do you have to lose other than, you know, you get it, you can move better, you're eating better. Yeah. So
beautiful. I mean, this, and you can see your energy and how you glow about it. It's that's what I'm talking about, because I was talking to some of the other ladies and I could have done a program and spoken just about the energetic self, which is probably, as you know,
it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal, because that what you feel in the inside also reflects on the outside.
Absolutely.
However, we are women, and feminine confidence is also about you looking in the mirror and saying, yeah, that's me. There's no dissonance, you know? Right. And that's what I'm feeling from you. And the fact that I know when you wrote me privately, you said that I've never been prouder of myself. It's like,
yeah,
that feeling is confidence in a nutshell, right? Like,
exactly. No, it really is. And it also lets you realize, what else can I do? And being able to just make that decision, that's part of our confidence, right? Feminine confidence is just making a decision and then feeling comfortable enough with myself to keep it going. You know, in the past, I would have stopped if I got discouraged or if I felt like I overate or I didn't exercise that day or whatever the case may be. And life happens. Other things are going on in your life that affect your mental, emotional, but having the foundation was always something that I believe kept me going. So, and it still does.
Yay.
Yeah, it still does.
Yay. Is there anything that if some woman who was in your situation, who perhaps has been trying to lose the excess energy from themselves, who wants to have that kind of self-confidence, who wants to have that daily ritual that is just who they are, it's just what they do, and it's not hard, it's like who you are now, if they're sitting there thinking, God, if she can do it, I can do it, what would you say to them?
I would say that I never told anybody I was doing it. I think sometimes that's good or bad. If you start telling people, oh, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to go on a diet, then you always feel like they're going to expect you to look thinner or be different or eating different every time you see them. So I never told anyone except my boyfriend, maybe I live with my, you know, or Rachel, but I never really told anybody. So I kept that for me as like my thing. The only thing I felt confident in saying to people was that I was exercising more. And that felt good. And I mean, I have a torn meniscus that kept me from working out. I have plantar fasciitis. Also, I couldn't walk for any length of time. I miraculously found shoes that work for me now. The stretching that you started me with Cassandra helped my hips, which helped my plantar fasciitis. go figure it out. When you go online and look up physical therapy for plantar fasciitis, it's all in your hips, a lot of it. So to this day, I get up and lay on the floor and do all the stretches from that first Cassandra video that you told us, that yoga. I'm having a lot of fun cooking better and making, like I baked my own bagels the other day.
Wow.
What else did we make? I made an apple tart with my own crust. Woohoo, that was exciting. But when you start doing things yourself, you can adjust what your ingredients are. You know what I mean? So, and there's so much stuff online now compared to flipping through cookbooks in the old days that
100%.
you can eat a sweet treat or a whatever, something, and feel good about it and still enjoy life. So that's what we do. That's what I do. So that has opened up a whole world to me of food and things that I haven't been doing that I could have been doing. Again, you don't knock yourself, but walking was the best thing for me. I enjoy nature. Like I could live outside. Like that's how I love nature that much. I could live in a cabin in the woods and be quite content for the rest of my life.
Totally.
So nature and grounding and all those things that you talked about with our activations, those were all things that just helped me reiterate how much the stuff that I find important is feeding me in a good way. So yeah, a combination of things that you have to feed yourself spiritually as well. Just so you have like this nice, even, like I always say, that's what meditation isn't magical, but it makes you feel like you can handle things when they come at you. And nature does that for me too.
You know
So
what it sounds like? It sounds like when you started, you had all these bits that you knew were good, that you
yeah,
knew about. It's not that you weren't uneducated about them, but that there was something of a lifestyle that they didn't all
yeah,
fit together, and
right,
now you have it.
right.
And that just allows you to live your life more fully. Would you say that that's
Oh
what?
yeah, no. I look forward to things now. I look forward to, I mean, I was up this morning it was still dark out at 6:30, and me and my boyfriend were walking down by the Niagara River at 6:45, and it's like just starting to get light out, but I'm like, no, let's go, let's go. It's supposed to rain. I want to go now, so, but I'm excited. Like how funny is that, right? So yeah,
That's so beautiful. And I hear that so many times from women. It's like now I get excited to wake up in the day, whereas before
yeah,
they used to press the snooze button as I used to so many years ago. But now you're just like, let's start the day. And that's the joy of
yeah.
living in a more feminine way. And I just thank you so much for sharing your story and
Oh no,
inspiring us.
absolutely. I never
It's
thought that would be me, but it is. So thank you for that.
so welcome. My goodness. Well, ladies, if you are inspired by Katy's story, then please do go click the link in the description box below, learn more, or just go for it and join us in the program. And Katy's in there. If you decide to go with the whole group program as well, then you'll meet all of us and be able
Yay.
to chat away like we do once a month. And we have lots of fun. So on that note, make it an elegant day, and I will see you next time.